This is how to change the oil in a small mini bike or go-kart. It's an 80cc engine, but a lot of these engines are configured the same way, so it's the same method. And that's the oil I bought. I got 48 ounces, and you can see you need a nice big long funnel. That's my son ripping around the yard afterwards. So doing the work isn't super complicated, but it's messy. And these are all the different types of engines that are configured the same way that it'll work on. There's the oil I bought again. It's Briggs & Stratton 30 weight. I'll put a link down in the description. And it's 48 ounces for under $9. And I thought it was a 10W30, but it just says 30 weight. It doesn't specify that. Now, the amount of oil you need, you should check your owner's manual. But typically for an 80cc engine, it's 12 ounces, which is 0.37 quarts, which is 0.35 liters. A lot of times on Amazon, they're going to sell you 8 ounces or something like that for 12 bucks. This was a good deal at 48 ounces for $8. Tools, you need a nice big drain pan because this is going to be messy. When that oil drains out, it's going to go all over the frame. So you need a nice big drain pan, a lot of paper towel for cleaning up all that oil, a 10mm socket with an extension, a long funnel for filling it up, and then a bucket or a big bowl, blocks or something, or a car jack to lift the front of that engine up so all the oil will drain out the back. So looking at the engine, there's the pull cord, and the drain plug is right there at the bottom in the middle. It's 10mm. That's the oil dipstick, and there's one on each side, which is nice because depending on how your engine's configured. So the first step is to check the old oil. You can see this wasn't low, it was just really dirty. Didn't look like it was ever changed on this little go-kart. Next is you want to lift up the front of the go-kart and pitch the engine back toward that drain plug so that all the oil will drain out. Now when you're going to remove this plug, it might be a little stuck. Mine was a little bit to get loose, but not too bad. And then there's that oil. And you can tell it is dirty. So you want to change this pretty frequently. And for only, $3 or $4 to change the oil, it's not too bad. It's not like a car. So let all that oil drain out. And the warmer the oil, it'll drain out faster, and you can remove that little filler cap, and if there's any type of vacuum plug in there, it'll drain out too, but mine didn't need it. It just drained out just fine. Then use all those paper towels and clean up everything. That took the most time. Then put the engine back down level. Make sure the engine's level. Now here's where I kind of screwed up. You don't need to put that dipstick cap back on. You just need to put that bottom drain plug in. So just snug up that bottom drain plug. You can see here I screw up because I have to take that back out again to put the oil back in. And again, make sure the engine is level. If it's level, you can't overfill it. So again, you're going to need 12 ounces. That's 48 ounces in the jug. You can either pour a little and keep checking the side. There's a little measuring gauge on the side, or you can just pour and keep checking until you see the oil about to come out. So just pour a little, stop and check it, pour a little, check it. And here you can see that oil just starting to come out the bottom, and you know it's full. And you can check it with the little dipstick. Yep, it's full of oil. Then just clean it up. Now give it a few pulls with the cord to get the oil everywhere on the engine, and then start it up and let it idle. So let it idle for a couple minutes just to let the oil get all through the engine everywhere. You might see a little bit of smoke, but just let it run a little, because when your kid gets on it, they're going to go full throttle through the yard. They're not going to go slow. So just let it idle before your kids get on there. But overall, it wasn't too bad. It took under 10 minutes. Most of that time spent cleaning up with paper towel. You can see all that laying on the ground. Just pitch the engine up, undo the plug, drain it out, put it back down level, fill it up till it starts to pour out, and you're good to go. So I hope this helps. Thanks.